We speak to Xolani Fihla, the spokesperson for Johannesburg Metro Police Department now on the situation here in Johannesburg. Mr. Fihla, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Perhaps if you could just tell us exactly where you are and what activity you're following.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and let me also greet the viewers. At the present moment, we're part of a multidisciplinary roadblock. It's together with the National Commissioner from the South African Police Service, General Xolani Fihla, and also the leadership from the South African Police Service, from the province and nationally, and also other law enforcement agencies such as Home Affairs and also the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department. We are conducting a multidisciplinary roadblock where we're checking for various things, and the focus is drunken driving, public drinking, crime prevention, checking for illicit substances and dangerous weapons from the vehicles that are being stopped, and also checking for undocumented persons and outstanding traffic fines, and not also forgetting the safety of road users and checking driver fitness and also vehicle fitness.
And what has been the result of that so far?
What we are seeing is that a lot of people, motorists, are being arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, and we know that it is a great concern, especially at this time of the year, where we do see that it is a great contributory factor to serious and fatal accidents on the roads. So our efforts into ensuring that these people are removed off the roads and are put behind bars to ensure the safety of all road users are making sure that we do that.
And just perhaps to drive home the point, the seriousness of such an offence. So once a person is arrested and they're put behind bars, do they leave there with a criminal record after all is said and done?
After everything is said and done, once an officer has arrested the motorist and they have been detained, then they'll appear in court, and the magistrate will take further action. Firstly, to check if the motorist was over the legal limit, and is checking the blood samples. And if it is found, then the magistrate will take necessary action. If either the person is put into a diversion process where they're taken for rehabilitation, or then they'll face the first full might of the law, and that's getting a criminal record that's either been fined or getting a jail time.
All right, so that's just to warn those who are even thinking about it that the Johannesburg Metro Police is out in full force. Talk to us, Mr. Fihla, about hotspot areas that you're monitoring, that you have fears that things could possibly get out of hand. I know at this time in the past, Hillbrow has always been one of those areas that police monitored.
No, definitely that's true. And with these multidisciplinary operations, our biggest focus is, of course, Hillbrow, but we're also focusing on other highly densified areas within the city of Johannesburg, and these include the Johannesburg CBD, the Maboneng Precinct, Alexandra, Diepsloot, Ivory Park, Soweto, Eldorado Park, Orange Farm, and other areas within the city of Johannesburg, and that's to make sure that we do maintain law and order. We know that people do get very excited and they celebrate abnormally, and our efforts is to ensure that everyone is safe around those areas.
What kind of behavior is typical on New Year's Eve, especially for Johannesburg revelers? Obviously, each part of the country experiences its own trends and phenomena, but Johannesburg, what would you say sets it apart from the rest of the country, especially at this time from a law enforcement point of view?
Well, what we'll be checking is unruly behavior, especially from revelers who are disturbing other people who are trying to enjoy the ushering of the New Year. In Hillbrow, we know in previous times we had incidences where people throw objects out of the balconies, but in the previous years, we've seen that has decreased. I think it's due to the efforts that law enforcement has been putting in to make sure that there's high visibility patrols in those areas, and to make sure that all the culprits are caught.
And this multidisciplinary operation that you're running, up until when? Because we know that people pretty much party into the wee hours of the morning.
No, definitely. The operation is ongoing. As we've started this evening, it'll continue throughout the morning, and it's also to check places of entertainment compliance. And within the city of Johannesburg, we know that they have to close at 2 a.m. So we'll be monitoring those places of entertainment, but also monitoring any illegal activities that are happening at those places as well.
And I was just wondering, especially when you're talking about drunken driving and how you are arresting people who are driving under the influence, are there special courts that are able to process some of these cases, or even some of the crimes that you have categorized as unruly or illegal behavior?
Unruly and irregular behavior is people harassing, is people such as common assault, and also just missing everybody's day. We know people go into people's spaces and they just act unruly, but it is important that people do behave in a proper manner.
So what I was asking is that are there special courts that are in place to process some of these cases? Because I'd imagine you'd be dealing with larger volumes than usual.
There aren't necessarily any special courts. They have to face the court process as anyone else is being arrested, and you know that it is a long weekend, so if you are going to be arrested, you are going to spend a lot of time behind the bars. But at the same time, we know that for driving under the influence of alcohol, then you do get a station bail, which is between 1,000 and 1,500 rand, but that will also be determined by the station commander.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Xolani Fihla, spokesperson for the Johannesburg Metro Police Department. We will be checking in, of course, with other provinces and various sectors as well.